Good evening. It's 10:07 p.m. on October the 14th of 2009, and I just got off doing a live Facebook video about this moon. I tried to zoom up on the moon tonight. I took a picture just fine like this with my camera before I went live onto the Facebook, and I was able to get this clarity, but when I went onto the Facebook to do the live video, this is about all I got. A very light colored moon. And you know, when I get that light colored moon, it's just very, a little bit disappointing when you used to get really good color moons when you do your live videos like this. And I can't even do this on the YouTube because it's not happening. It looks bright. Man, you're laying down and it's beaming through the windows. I know, it's like a big bright light. And there is a reason. Hello, there is a reason why it's a big bright light. This picture right here, this is literally what it looked like. It has this great big wide band going through it. And I've added some clarity to this moon. This is what it normally looks like when you take a picture. Hello, Kim Conklin. When you take your picture, which I did, this is the moon with some contrast. This is what it looks like. But I'm surprised I was able to get this long band showing up in the photo. That's not normal. That is, I'm sorry, that is not normal. If I've got any audio to turn up, let me see. You know what? I don't think I can turn up this audio. Let me see. On this phone, let me try it. No, my audio is all the way up. So yeah, if you can't hear it, maybe you need to turn up your audio, but mine is completely up. But this moon, I am just surprised that I was able to get this showing up through here. This is not normal. And these ridges right here, look at these straight lines above this moon that was ever so bright. I'm not sure what's happening with the moon, but I don't think it's our moon. I really do not think it's our moon that we used to know, that we were told about. I really don't. But this is also interesting. This was a straight edge structure or a ship on this moon, and I don't think it should be there. I really don't. You can see it right here on the moon. You can look at this now. I don't want to do this, but this, now looking at this, looks like one of those great big faces with an eye here and an eye here. And if you're wondering, what is she talking about with faces? Well, I do have a lot of videos that I've done where you can clearly see a face in some of these ships that I have shared before, and that right there really does look like a big giant face. So this may not even be a real moon. This may be a bunch of beings clustered together, covering over something that is an imposter moon, because it certainly doesn't look like our moon at all. It really doesn't. That's not our moon. A big old bright light bulb with a big old line going through it. It does not look normal under any stretch of a person's imagination. And no, it's not a glare. This is a big old light bulb with a light wide beam going through it. Oh, I want to let you hear this. This right here that you're hearing, I took a picture of the moon, and immediately afterward, I don't know how this picture got took. It's like a spirit or an orb came through, and it's making this noise. That is so weird to me. It may be another reason why I couldn't get a picture. So yeah, this is what I was taking a picture of, and this my camera is fine. It's fine enough to take a picture of the moon, but that just was not happening. And this straight edge right here, that straight edge, this right here, I think it's probably a ship that was showing up in the moon photo. Let me flip this around. I'll try to see some comments. I don't have these. I have my reading. I have different moon simulator. Well, it would look like a moon simulator to me. It really would. Yeah. I don't have my reading glasses on. I've got something different. Um, it is weird. My sound is fine, yeah, but I don't know what to think about that. It's like an entity or something in another dimension came in front of my camera and made that noise. I used to hear something similar to that before, but I haven't heard that in a long, long time. I've even heard, yeah, let's just say I haven't heard it in a long time, but this is not normal. Um, I'm going to answer your question, 738386474. It almost looked like an IP address. I don't think aliens are demons, okay? We have demons that are walking the face of the earth. They are inhabiting, we have demons that are inhabiting human beings, and they have inhabited the bodies of human beings for thousands of years. They don't need to be in space, only in space. They are here on this earth, and they never left. They never, ever left. So to say that are these, whatever, I don't know what you said, demons, we got them on the earth, okay? We've got them on the earth. Just look at all the horrific crimes that are committed against humanity. I'm telling you, that's not angels, okay, and that's not love. So to me, it would be a demonic force that is doing such things. And to say that these beings, to immediately say, oh, these are demons, they're fallen angels, well, they're already on this earth. And they have been for thousands of years, destroying the planet, destroying people's lives, wreaking havoc everywhere they go. They don't need the air to do that. They're walking among us. Now my, got an itch in my throat. I didn't see this other comment. Yeah. Well, there are a lot, even angels are, would you say? Angels are dimensional beings also, you know. They appear whenever they want to, and they sometimes appear as a big light figure in light, white light. So yeah, we have beings in other dimensions, both good and both bad. And we have both good and both bad here on this earth. So yeah, it is true. Let me flip this back around. I think this is interesting. You love my pictures. That's wonderful. Does heaven and hell exist? You know, some people think that heaven and hell, well, of course they exist, but what they mean to some people is not what we've been told. Some people feel that heaven, and we have been told, heaven is a place beyond our world. It's in another dimension or something. It's a place that we will go to when we die if we're good. That is one theory. And hell is a place where all the wicked people go, and they'll burn and burn forever. But then some people think that, you know, heaven is on this earth. And some people think that hell is on this earth. Some people feel like their lives have been a living hell. Okay, so there is a lot of theories out there. And heaven and hell mean a lot of things to a lot of people. It's not always the same. But yeah, I had this one friend tell me, you know, some people have literally lived in hell on this earth if you look around. So there's the answer to your question. Let me see this. Are the gathering of... You can't wait. Are the gathering above us, or is there a war going on? I'm sorry, I had to keep lifting up my glasses. They need souls, and this is the training ground. I've heard that too, that this is a training ground. I've also heard that there is a theory that this earth is a training ground, and there's all these races of beings watching Earth, because it is, in fact, they say, a training ground. And they just watch you. And if you keep making the wrong mistakes every single time, you keep returning back to this Earth until you get it right. Yeah, that would be in the grounds of reincarnation. And some people, you know, a lot of Christians and other beliefs, they don't believe in reincarnation. Although there is a scripture in the Bible, there is an example of Moses. He was supposed to come again. And when you get to the New Testament, Moses and Elijah, okay, let me see this. Oh, Satan's, yeah. Moses. Okay, yeah, I've got it. Yeah, so like John the Baptist, they said they were looking for Elijah, and they were told, well, Elijah did come in the form of John the Baptist. So he was the Elijah that was to come. Okay, so there's that you could say that was a reincarnated spirit in him. Yeah. So there's so many theories out there. I've not heard them all. I've heard a little bit. A simulator. I can't. Yeah, I've heard that we live in a simulated world too. I really have. Yeah. And yeah, that's right. The two witnesses will come again. Well, then there's another reincarnation. Their spirit comes back to the earth again. Yeah, so it's interesting to hear about all the different theories that are out there. It really is. I'm not so close-minded to them. I like these glasses. These are like I used them before. Holding them up and down like that. I try to read this. Test the beings. The Bible says agree. This could be a simulated world. What do you know about Antarctica and the Holy Grail there? The Garden of Eden. What do I know about Antarctica? I heard that there are extraterrestrial beings in there. That's what I've heard. There's something like top secret. We have all these governments of the world have countries have people in there, scientists and stuff, and there's supposed to be, I guess, a race of beings, you know, and you have to ask yourself, why do they have Antarctica blocked off from the Google Maps? Why do they have it when you're looking at the maps of the world and stuff? Why you can't see there? And the Holy Grail. I've heard about the Holy Grail in I can't remember what that was. I don't watch much movies. The Holy Grail. I don't know. I'm thinking about the Ark of the Covenant. Let's see. Their Holy Grail and the Garden of Eden. I heard the Garden of Eden used to be on this earth, but then something happened, and then the first man and woman were driven out. Some people think that the Garden of Eden was around the area of Babylon, but then what if the Garden of Eden was taken up into heaven, or what if it went into another dimension? Yeah. Yeah, there's so many things out there. Admiral Byrd expedition. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. I haven't had a chance to research a lot of things. Since I am fairly new to this UFO extraterrestrial community. It's only been like 1 year. Let's see. They say it's in Antarctica. Yeah. And isn't that where there's supposed to be that great big seed vault in Antarctica too? Where they have all these seeds stored away. And then, of course, they've made all these tunnels throughout the whole entire world with these great big machines so they can travel to and fro underground. Why do they have those tunnels, and why do they have those deep military bunkers underground. What do they want to hide from? Yeah, I noticed when I was looking at Google Maps several years back, I would like zoom up along the coastlines of the United States, and you could see these tunnels, perfectly lined tunnels. It looked like tunnels to me that were coming off the edges all around the perimeter of the United States, and they would go off into the ocean floors and stuff. I would like scan the ocean floors on that Google Earth, and I saw all these tunnels. I'm thinking, okay, where are they going? Why do they need that? But I know there's something much more going on underground, beneath the scenes, that none of us are told about because we're not too privy to know, but we know that these things do exist. This is the seed vault on the north. Yeah. Admiral Byrd said he was taken to a cavern to meet lizard people and blonde tall people. Yeah, I think I discerned that. Oh, the underground city of Agartha. Yeah. The Garden of Eden is inhabited, and nobody can touch the Lord. Once won't let nobody touch that. Yeah, did the parents sin, or did the blind man sin that he was born blind? Well, I know that. It said neither. Neither did. Whoopsie. I'm supposed to be, if I flip these around now, I can see it. Oh, I've heard it there. Listen, I know there is a scripture, and it says, indeed, there are many antichrists, but the son of perdition is being held back. That one antichrist is being held back for that certain day, according to the biblical text. Yeah. This is really quite interesting. I don't think anything is as we have. Not everything is what we have been told, and I think things, have been changing rather rapidly in the skies above, and with our Earth. A lot of things have been changing. And a lot of us can sense the change within us. Yeah. You know, I can't help but think that the moon and the sun, I get so confused at times when I see such a brightness coming from this moon, and then such a brightness coming from the sun, that it literally feels like it's baking your skin. The sun literally feels like it's baking your skin. The planet X is coming, and the moon witness. Yeah. Yes, I've heard that too. Anybody who don't believe in Christ is the Antichrist. Then there's a many antichrists, but there is one that is coming. Yeah, Cheryl Ann, I used to take images of the second sun all the time. That's what I first started doing when I started doing that. I'd capture it all the time, and yeah, it does exist. And if I can, I'm going to show you a photo of the second sun and a great big disc right behind the both of them. Let me see that. If I can find that, I'm going to show it to you all because I have I've downloaded it. If I can find it, it's not going to take me that long too, and I'm going to show you the second sun in my downloads. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, I've got to. You know, the problem with these downloads on your computers, if you're not too computer literate, you're not able to see them that well. But I'm going to see them. I'm going to find those two suns and show you. Let me see. Oh, you like my videos? Well, I haven't really been on here too much lately. I have really been preoccupied with life, just like everyone else. And I do apologize because I do need to be on here. And you know, who knows? One day I won't have my full-time job probably. I really feel that within my being. I'll be devoting a lot of my time to this right here, what's happening, because I won't have time to do I won't be able to do it both. You know, it's like no man can serve two masters. They'll either be devoted to one and hate the other. Yeah. So it is difficult. And I'm waiting. If you're sitting here, I'm going to find that second sun in my photos here. Wait a minute. While we're here, now look. While we're here, this is an image of the moon that I did take one time. You can see how different it is now. It is not the same. That is like one image of the moon that I did take. Now I'm going to flip that back around. I don't want that image right there. I just got a little excited and looked at that. I'm supposed to be going to these downloads to see that sun for this, the second sun. And I am going to find it before this video is over. Maybe I'm going to find it, maybe not. I see I know people are commenting on there, and I really do want to get to that comment section to read it, but I'm trying to find that second sun on here that I took pictures of. I got it right here. Found it. No, Gina. Well, we're going to look at it anyhow. I'm going to blow this second sun up, and we're going to look at this second sun, if I can. Just draw this down here. Okay, I'm going to show you the second sun. And I do apologize for not, oh my goodness, let me do this backwards. You're thinking, what is she doing? Well, I'm just trying to show you the second sun. Okay, I've got it right here. Right here. So I used to take images of the second sun all the time, and look right here. There was a large disc behind it. Right there. Oopsie. Right there. A big large disc behind the second sun. So yeah, this is what and I have some really cool photos that I've taken. But you can see that yourself. I'm going to put this image in a calendar too. But you know, this is not normal to see up in the sky. And the reason you see it up in the sky is because it exists up there in the sky. Kim Conklin, that's the one you want. Well, honey, that's the one you'll get. I do want to put that in there. And you know, when I took those photos last year, I did not even realize that there was an image behind those. Yeah, a brown dwarf. But now let's look at this. Let me get this. There's right here, look, there is a hole. And inside this hole, you may not be able to see it, inside this hole is a being or something. Ships fly in and out of that hole. So this is a great big ship or something right there. But look how big that sun was in the sky. And if this second sun is that big, and then you have this great big thing behind it, there is a gnat on my screen that I have been having to deal with for the past 3 days. So yeah, that is up in the sky. It's never went away either. I just haven't been taking pictures of it because I haven't been taking the time to set up my tripod to take these type of pictures. But you can see it. Look, see how that sun is just a great big bright light bulb. The Soviet astronauts claim to see these angels in the space station. I would not be surprised at all. I really would not. And no, it's not the same moon. So yeah, that's the image of the two suns. Let me flip this back around. I think we've shown that long enough. I need to shrink that down some, if I can. Yeah, there is so much stuff that we do not know, and we do deserve to know the truth. We really do. And we're going to find the truth out, even if it has to come little by little through people. like you and me. We're going to find out the truth. We will. We're going to find out all that we need to know to keep on going while we're on this journey. um, Binary suns. I've heard of that before. And Andromeda native. I really have. Beings, they are beings, good and bad beings, and there are 11 dimensions as far as we know. Someone told me there are 21 dimensions. A poster of the double suns would be cool. Well, I don't have enough finances right now to do that, Kim Conklin, but hopefully that will be in my future. Because those posters, they can, well, they'll run pretty expensive. But I will do what I can. Wormwood is approaching. You know, and there is that reddish hue in the sky. Every time the sun rises, have you noticed when the sun rises? They're literally got this big old shroud along the perimeter of the sun where the land meets the sky. Big old thing shading the sun as it rises because they don't want you to see what's above the sun. That's what I think. There's something above the sun and they don't want us to see. So once the sun rises above that area, then, you know, you see the regular sun, which is not really the real sun. And then as the sun goes down, I think I've said this before, as the sun goes down before it sets, they're spraying the whole western sky because they don't want you to see what's on top above the sun. That's why they're spraying it. So when it goes down, then you see all this reddish hue and stuff. Yeah, something is up with the sun. It really is. Let me see if I can read these comments. Let me flip this around so I can see some comments. Possibly we have a binary system and we have not noticed till we get the telescope's orbit of the other sun. Thousands possible. Just thinking it's possible. Probably we have and not noticed till we got telescopes that orbit the sun. The orange moon is perfect for October. Yeah, it really is. Let's see. Yeah, we have to find. I thought this Nibiru planet had 2 suns. I really did. I thought it had 2 suns with it. That's what I thought I was hearing about it. My office is so messy. But you know what? I don't care. Great people have messy offices. They really do. Busy people have messy offices. Yeah. I just try to do too many things at once. I really do. Because I think I can do them. So, oh my goodness. I'm getting a little tired too. But yeah, there's this straight edge of thing on the moon. A binary sun and a red dwarf. Well, I think you're about right. You all are pretty schooled in binary systems, but I don't really know much about them. I think I'm getting a tad bit tired. All the lights on the surface is going on. The sun and the moon is actually closer than many people think. I think that's true. Because really you shouldn't be able to zoom up on the moon the way that we can if it's way, way out there. Or even be able to zoom up on the stars the way that we can. And yeah, a lot of people think stars, they're just a little twinkly thing up in the sky. But when you actually zoom up on the stars, they're not twinkly. They're actually living beings up there in the sky. Let's see this. I want to flip this around to the moon. I can't really see these comments that well with my prescription glasses on. You're very welcome, critical thinker. Yeah, when the sun rises, they cover it up. Yeah, because that reddish hue is with the sun when it rises, and it's with the sun when it sets. The second sun is a biosphere. Oh, I never heard of that. You have a blessed week, Mama Bird Barrel. Most definitely. And while we're looking at this moon, I am still working on making calendars, and um, I have to design them myself because it's the same way with my pictures. The same way with my pictures, when I take my pictures and I do the presenting of the pictures to you all on the YouTube channel or the Facebook, I have to present them the way with my own personal style of presenting. So yeah, I have to design these calendars myself, and it's been taking a lot of time, but I am putting some together. I've got 3 or 4 yearly calendars put together. They're just on an 8.5 by 10, and some are like 8.5 by 10 refrigerator or filing cabinet magnets with pictures of the UFOs, ships on them, and stuff like that. It's a lot to put together in such a short period of time. But when I get it all situated, I'm going to let you all know. I do have a P.O. box. I already went and got that ahead of time. I'll let you know where I'm going to have them at. Yeah. I don't even like to have to do this. I'm telling you right now, this Gina right here, this is not the Gina that I'm used to. I'm just telling you right now, it is not the Gina that I am used to being. I did not used to be like this a year and a half ago. This was not me, okay? I would not put myself out here like that, but I've got a calling within me to do this, so I am going to do this. But I just want you all to know this was not me. But then you have to ask yourself, well, there is a saying, if it's not in you, it can't come out of you. Well, I guess it was in me, but it's a little uncomfortable for me at times to do what I'm doing. But I know I just got to put my big girl pants on and just do it. That's what I got to do. I just stand bold and just have the courage to go forward. And let me flip this around. Yeah, I don't think we've been to space. I really don't at all. Oh my goodness. You could do so many, Laureen Driver, I know it. And I see, and that's why I really am drawn to it. I'm drawn to doing things. It's another way to get these pictures out at what we're seeing to the public. It is another way. And if they can see some really clear images and think, what on earth, what is going on, then you know they're going to start thinking, and they're going to want to start knowing more. So that is the reason why I feel compelled to do this, because I would not, if you would have told me, Gina, you know what, this is what's going to happen to you, I'd say, there is no way. I'm not going to sit and take pictures. I'm not going to be making calendars. I'm not going to get on no internet and do live videos. I would have not even volunteered to do this. But you know, there is a theory that before we come to this earth, this is a theory, before you come to this earth, you make a pledge. You agree to come here to do a mission. You agree to do that, and when you come to the earth, well, your memory is wiped and you can't remember anything. That is a theory that is out there. You get activated at a certain period of time, and then boom, you step up to the plate and do what you promised to do. But I really do, I do feel there is a calling within me to do this. There is one, I know there is. And I've got a little whiles to go, and it's going to get a little bumpy. But that's all right. I can weather the storm because I've got all that I need inside of here to weather the storm. Let's see. Andromeda, the orange color, may be the planet the sun has caught, or the second star. That's quite interesting. The planet that the sun has caught, or the second star. That is interesting. You're very welcome, C.L. Sherman. It does take courage to do this. It really does. When I tell my husband all the things that goes on he's thinking, that's why I don't get on the Facebook. That's why I don't get on whatever. I'm not going to put up with people like that. There's a lot of people who would not put up with people, but that's okay. Yeah, you heard that it's our choice to be on earth, Gina, but we are here for the greatest time of all, a new age. Yeah, it is a choice. And if I did not want to do it, I would not be doing it. But I feel within my spirit, this is what I've got to do, so I'm going to do it. And it's very strange for me to think about this. It really is. It's strange if you think about it. But that's all right. That is quite all right. I'm learning as I'm going too, and I'm learning and I'm growing in more ways than I could ever imagine, and I'm very thankful for it. If I was not growing and learning, I don't think I'd be as happy as I am right now, and so determined within my being to continue on. So yeah, you can see it in my face. I am. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. Very, very happy. And it's because I get to interact with people like you all, like-minded people, like the same spirit like what's in me, and it makes me happy. It really does. So that's the softer side of Gina. It really is. Let me try to read this. Let me flip this around. I can't really read that well without, I don't want to keep having my head turned up. You're welcome, Laureen, a driver. Yeah, growth and pain, that's exactly right. Indicators of life. The moon is to the right side now and has followed you to the store the other night, and it really followed you. Now, I think that could be true too. Thank you, Kevin. The moon is a base. I've heard that before. Hello, Tanya Rabishu. You know, and this is what I have found unusual. Well, it's probably not unusual, but I have questioned myself. Why does the moon rise in the exact same spot as the sun rises in the morning? Why, when the sun rises in the morning? Why at night when the moon rises, why does it rise in the same spot? I just wonder that, unless they're on the same plane. I've got an itch back here. Unless they're on the same plane. I find that quite curious as to why it does. And I don't really study the moon, the planets, or the solar system or anything like that. I'm just now becoming more and more aware of my world around me, of our world around us. Let me flip this around. I've got to get this. Yeah, so this is not normal, and I'm probably going to be flat earth. Yeah. You know, and this gets me. It really does get me. There are people who are flat earthers, and there are people who believe that the earth is round. This is the point that gets me. Some people will get upset with the other individual if they don't believe that the earth is flat, or if they don't believe that the earth is round. Why must we get upset with each other to where we disagree and get in big arguments? Can we not accept that some people feel the earth is flat and some people feel the earth is round, but in the big scheme of life, we don't really know. So it's interesting to hear all theories without getting upset at the other individuals. I don't think we need to argue about things. We really don't. We just need to come together and recognize our differences and perhaps realize that, you know, our differences aren't really that big of a difference. When you look at the core of the being within us, it's just a different way of thinking. It really is. Let me see that. Oh my goodness, my phone now has a little, that, I'm trying to flip this phone around. My phone now has a low battery on it. Even I got a charger right here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to argue, and someone got very upset with me and demanded an answer from me if I believed that what if I believed the world was flat? This person got upset with me because I said it makes no difference to me whether the world is flat or whether the world is wrong. It does not make a difference to me. It doesn't. It doesn't make a difference to me whether someone believes that or not. It doesn't. I'm open to it. I like to hear and I like to learn because there's a little bit of truth in everything. I got this phone. I'm trying to plug in my iPhone to my battery pack. If I can do it, I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to lay this phone down right here on the ground on my desk and see if I've got some battery life in this. I got some battery life in this. Yes, it's a different perspective. It really is an absolute different perspective. I got my phone plugged in. Yeah, I wish we could all get along, and I wish we just wouldn't have all negativeness coming out of us toward others. I wish we wouldn't. I just wish we would just be all loving and happy toward each other. Wouldn't that be a beautiful world? I really would like to live in a world like that where everyone is happy all the time and loving. But then that wouldn't be this world now, would it? It would not. But I'd love it. I really would. I try to create that world every single day. I really do. I want to flip this around so I can read well, let me, I got this facing the moon. I'm going to do a different picture now. Yeah, just do this right here, this moon. I wanted to read these comments if I could. Hello, Caesar from Mexico. Is the sun and the moon flat too? Andromeda? I don't know. Now, see, that's a very good question. I've often thought that too. I was thinking, what if it is? What if it is? Because we can't see it as a big round ball in the sky. It's not like it's 3D. Why can't we see the 3D image of the moon and the sun? That is a really good question. That's quite interesting. It really is. Well, and then I know that we have the astronauts. They go up in the sky, and we see their images around the Earth, showing around Earth. But guess what? It still doesn't matter to me if someone thinks the Earth's flat. It doesn't. I can listen to it, and I can keep myself from getting upset because it doesn't matter in here. It doesn't matter. What matters in here when I hear people talk about their different theories or whatever are they doing it in love? Because if they are doing it in love, I'm going to receive it. So that's the biggest difference when you have a different perception, a different opinion than someone else. If you can express yourself in love, and if that other person is a loving person, then they are going to receive it, and all will be well. The photos are awesome. Thank you, and Andromeda. Enjoyable, deep conversations can only be had when people agree to disagree. Otherwise, we might be robots. That's true. Yeah, and there are some people who like to debate, and they get very carried away, and they raise their voice debating. Well, guess what? I'm not one of those people. I do not like to debate at all. I will have a peaceful conversation with someone, but the minute they have an argutory tone and their voice starts to raise, I'm going to tune them out. I think we can all talk and have peaceful conversations. Of course, that would be not in this world. But some people can in this world, and I enjoy the conversations that I do have with people like that. I really do, who have a difference of opinion and who can express that in love. I am all for it, and quite curious. I really am. Let's see. Yeah, it opens the mind. That is exactly right, Leland. It does open the mind. Hello, I'm Mickey Taylor. When did I catch the double sun photo? I caught the double sun photo, it was last year. I think it was around the July, August, June, July, August. So I was catching it every day. I was doing live videos of it, which was really exciting to me. Yeah, that was also another thing that people started watching when I started sharing those. If I can find my pictures of it, I can show it to you if I can see it. Oh my gosh, I don't like these bifocals. Don't. I got regular up here and readers down here, and it is kind of hard to see. Here we go. I'm going to show you some more of the two suns. And you know, there was something interesting when I was taking pictures of the two suns. There really was. I was catching a blue object. I guess this was the moon. I'm not sure what this was. I think this was the moon. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, you're going to see some glares in these photos, but there was this blue object back there at the same time. And I don't know what was going on. I really don't. But these, I think this was in the month. This was the moon. See, I was getting a double image of the moon and that. So I don't know what was going on back then in the sky. And I was rather startled to see that. And I was kind of embarrassed to show it because, you know, at that period in time in my life on this journey, I had people yelling glares, 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 lens flares, lens flares, lens flares, and they kind of had me like scared to even show a single picture. So I don't even think I showed those pictures on my Facebook at all. But that is two moons. Two moons. And yeah, this never made it to my Facebook right here. So that's a big light bulb. One of these is not real. And this is the one that is not real right here. This was the one I was able to pick up. Yeah, the blue Kachina. Hello, Mickey Taylor. You got a portal in your front yard. You seen through it in the yard in the same tree. Looking, you'll find it and see it. The blue Kachina and the red Kachina have channels and hope of prophecies. Well, there through these photos that I took that I never made it to my Facebook, I don't think. I had around 3 or 4 different things showing up in those photos. And if you all want to see them, I can flip through these. They were just like, they just kept showing up. They really did. That was a zooming up of it. And see, I don't even know what this is. I've not even seen this thing before. How on earth did this square thing show up in my photo? This is I had 2 orbs show up. One here, and this orb. That is a strange looking orb. I haven't looked at these photos in a long, long time. It's been months. What do you all make of a square yellow orb? Well, I've heard that our moon and our sun died. It was kind of sad. It really is. Yeah, a square. This is the first time I'm seeing it, and I don't even remember even seeing this square, but I took a picture of it. And I took a picture of it right before or right after this picture, I guess, because these were all downloaded consecutively in order to my computer, a square. So I don't even know what to think of it. I apologize for this video being long, but now I kind of got awakened. I got woke up. Yeah, who knows? This is the blue and red. Look at that, red and blue. It does, but look, that is a red. Even though it's in the dark, it's red and it's blue. Yeah. So, you have hundreds of hours of videos of ships in the sky. Yeah. I'm just trying to see yeah. I really did think I was catching the red, and look for the Nova cams up in Alaska, and there is a public site, and the two suns show up. I've seen some of those Andromeda on the cams often, close to the pole. I will. You heard that lens flares created is our sun and the moon. A Frenzel. Yeah, so yeah, that is so strange looking, and then this thing showed up in the night. All of that is quite weird, and I've never looked at those before, but I don't want to I'm sorry, I'm looking at those photos. There is something enormous behind the moon. It's showing up in this picture right here that I just now saw. Look at that. It is enormous. See it right there? Behind the moon. We do live in, I've heard that we lived in a huge ship. I heard that Earth was a ship. I really did. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But this was last year. And I ceased taking pictures of that right there. Blue and let me flip this around. You took catching chemtrails. Yeah, I don't know what these are. There's even something right here too. There's something right here, something right here, something right here, something right there, back there. Somebody saw a vision of Earth or something. You all can talk. Yeah. Let me see this. Yeah. There is something big and green back here. You see that back there? I don't know what that is. Can you all, if I could get this angled really good. This was the moon, but then there is something gigantic behind it. I don't think I ever shared these to the Facebook either. Or I haven't shared these with anybody, but there's a one object here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one underneath here. And I think there's one underneath here also. An illusion program. I heard that I don't know, what if our Earth has been towed to another galaxy or something? If we live on a ship, a wreck. Somebody had a vision of a wreck with a semi-tractor accident, and her fiance both said they turned to a stop and they witnessed and nothing was there. I don't know what that is, Lorraine Drivers. Um, it's 11:02. I think there is a slight delay in this video, but there is something behind the moon. Something's drawing plasma from the moon, but look at this gigantic thing back here. And no, it's not a glare. What camera? I think I was just using my iPhone 4 or my iPhone SE when I took this picture. That's what I think I was using, my iPhone SE. Yeah, we are speeding up. There, that is a gigantic something back there. And that's not the real moon. I have so many pictures that I haven't looked at. There's no telling what's in them. Yeah, it does sound like that was a vanishing wreck. This is a great place for people to talk with one another on there. I think it really is. Let me see. There's another picture. I flipped to the next screen. So I guess I did a different shading to try to bring that out more, but it's not real. Yeah, I know the Naughty Beaver channel. He had you on his channel. Yeah, I remember he did. He showed the big green disc that was showing up on there. Yeah, I remember that. Hello. Yeah, frequencies are trying to ascend. I'm just trying to see. There's so many objects behind that moon. This was Andromeda. This is supposed to have been the moon. This was the moon at night, is what this was. This was the moon at night. And I don't even know how I got that photo, but that's what it was. It was the night's moon. Yeah. Buenas noches. What's happening? Sheila, we was talking about something was wrong with the moon, but these were images from a year ago, and I never would share them to the Facebook or anybody because I didn't want them making fun of me because it was really bad. They were making so much fun of me a year ago, saying everything was a lens flare and stuff, so I never shared them. So guess what? It wasn't meant for me to share them then. It's meant for me to share them now. And I probably might just share the photos in the future if someone wants the photos. So I don't know what's going to happen in my future, but you're seeing those now. I don't think I've ever shared them. It wasn't meant to. It wasn't. I didn't have the strength and the courage back then that I have now. I just thank God I got this strength within me. Yeah, it does look like the moon to the right and the sun in the middle. Oh my gosh. How do you, Andromeda, I was using, I don't even know how I was getting these images, but that's what I mean. Sometimes I get so confused. When I see this big old bright thing, I think, like the moon at times. I think that is the moon. I mean, it looks like the sun, but then there is the moon. That is true. I think I just used my iPhone SE. I don't even know. I don't even know how I saw this. I don't know if I had it on my tripod. Make a good calendar. There's so many pictures that would make a good calendar, and or they'd make good. A big collection of pictures would make. Kevin Brown, I am beyond that stage now. Yeah, I am beyond that stage now. You see, they didn't stop me. That would have been the time that they would have been able to stop me when I was at my weakest. But guess what? I wasn't weak. I was still strong, but just not whatever. I would do really short videos too, because I didn't want to be on there that long. I was so shy of the camera. Yeah. And these were like different filters of it. Yeah, I haven't seen these pictures for a long time. I was just trying to get what's behind the sun, or the moon. Well, I guess it is the sun. I was just trying to see what was behind it, because I kept seeing things behind it. And that may be an explosion you caught, 2 stars crashing into our system. It was wild. A similar, yeah, I don't know what it was. All I know is it was not normal. None of it was. See, there's even something red back there. I could probably do these style of photos. I don't even know. I was adding different filters to try to find out what was out there. That's what I was doing. Oh, that's so nice of you, Sheila. A constant warning from NASA for 3 weeks, warning of a massive asteroids coming to hit Earth. Now, what if they're not massive asteroids? What if they are ships falling from the sky because of a great battle up in the sky? Of course, they could be asteroids. They could be meteorites. Yeah. I think I'm going on a record. Maybe, no, I'm not going on a record, a YouTube video, because I think I did one for an hour and 30 minutes one time. Or maybe that was a Facebook video. But anyhow, I am enjoying this conversation. I'm trying to see what is on top of that. I can't really see what was on top of that picture. But these things moved all over. Hello, Daryl. Thank you for joining us. Now see, you can see that big line there that we saw today also in the moon. Let me go back to it. That big line, I don't even know what that was, but that was the same big line right here that was seen in the moon this evening, this late evening. This line right here is the same line that showed up in this picture. There's definitely something going on. It is interesting. Look at that. And I don't even know if I could even replicate these photos. I really don't. Mickey, let's see. Watch your resources. Haven't been trusting in your life experiences. Mickey, that's why you... reason for everything. You found my channel. Give you the courage to upload all that you have. You should upload all that you have. Lauren Driver. I am still being censored. I don't like to use that word. I really don't. But that's okay. I didn't contact MUFON, and I'm not going to contact MUFON or any news channels. My message is just for the people. Okay, I'm doing this for the people like me and you. Yeah, and we don't know where this road will lead, but it's going somewhere. We are going somewhere with these pictures, and these words are going to get out. These words are going to get out. These pictures are going to get out, and more people are going to know. That's the important thing, to help other people know what's going on. That's the most important thing. You're going to start taking photos. Yeah, I couldn't put this in the news or anything like that. I can't say that it won't make headlines one day. Now see that you can, well, you can't really see, but this is not our moon. It wasn't our moon back then. Oh no, there we're through the sunset now, the wild looking sunset. Do I think CERN is connected with all of this? It could be. I wouldn't say that it is, but I don't really know about it. I really don't know about CERN. Yeah, now look at that. It's just Stephen Gear. Yeah. Please post all these pictures for the world, Andromeda. I really need to do that. I thought about that too. I have so many pictures, and I'm having to file a copyright and a trademark. I really am, because I have some not so kind people who don't like me. And yeah, everything's gonna be published. It really is. I just couldn't tell you when, but it's all here in this area right here. I've got it downloaded into 3 different areas, and it's a lot of work, a lot of documentation. It really is. Let me see that. Well, thank you, Sheila. Something is changing. Yeah. Palladian says the moon changed the last few weeks, and Lanar CERN rings over. You know, I know. That's okay. Hello, Winston. Yeah, they did come to my backyard a year ago. That was a pretty neat video. I like that video. And the funny thing about that video, I didn't even know anybody was in the woods, and then this person who doesn't like me was scrutinizing and looking into every single thing that I shared, and that person was actually the one who saw it, so I just ran with it. I thought, oh wow, it really is there. Thank you. Even though you don't like me, you really helped me out a lot. So yeah, I did not even know it, but they were watching me all along, which was pretty neat. It really was. I can show you these. I'm not afraid of them. Some part of me, that looks like 2 stars merging together. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know how that got up there. They say that you won't see, these right here are a reflection of an actual object there. When you see things like that, look how big this thing is back here. That is like massive. So there was really a lot of massive things going on in these pictures right here. It's pretty late. It's pretty late here. I don't know if this, what on earth is this? Is that a UFO that showed up in that picture? I not know what it was. Yeah. There's a video on here of that. Have I seen any chariots lately? There are evil people everywhere, and they can't affect you. No, they can't affect me. and they can't infect me either. Yeah, we will either affect people with how we are, or we'll infect people. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was. It could very well been I see a lot of these when I go outside. They fly by really fast. Um, so yeah. Um, Tentacles of an octopus. Well, who knows what's going on up there in the sky? You know, it's ever changing. I'm going to flip through these really fast. Ooh. I think that's all of the photos of the, look how teeny tiny this sun is. That is so teeny tiny. You know it's not real. Just like a little bitty dot. So I'm just going to get back to this right here. I've got these, got all these messages popped up on my Facebook. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. You know, I can use this to blow up a picture if I wanted to. That's not a cloud. That is a UFO, like in the cloud. Look at that. That's exactly what that is. Look at that. Isn't that neat? There's one over here too. That's some type of a UFO or mechanical object in the clouds. Hello, Chrissy. Yes, they do. I meditate when I sit in front of the fire and relax. You're very welcome, horny juggalo. And you know what? I'll be truthful to you. I was I found it difficult to take people's jokes when they were joking around, because I was such a very, very serious individual, and I did not like jokes at all. But guess what? I've mellowed out, and I can take a joke, and I can accept people for who they are, because I have grown on the inside of here. And I'm so happy that I've grown, because I really do want to be able to accept people for who they are. And I'm looking in this sky right here, this picture, and there is a robotic being in this sky. I see the head of the robotic being right here. Right here. I guess I can, that is a robotic being's head. I think it's a robotic being head in the sky. So is that one. It's just, everything is just so, so different. Dimensions overlapping in the clouds. Yeah, you really can. I don't know what's all in this photo right here. But it's not just clouds, I do know that. It is not just clouds at all. Oh, hello, Frankie. I think I like that a lot better, the name Frankie. Yeah. I had a cousin named Frankie, and when we were little. He climbed on the back of this German Shepherd and he thought he was going to ride it. He must have been around 9 years old. Well, that German Shepherd turned around and it was terrible. It took a big chunk right there, like his skin was just hanging off. And he had to be rushed to the hospital, and to this day he has a scar because he thought he was going to ride a German Shepherd. It was terrible. I felt so bad for him. But he survived, just like a lot of things in this life we go through. We survive no matter how horrible they may seem. Somehow we survive them. Oh, I don't know what I was... you look like Auntie Gail. Well, that's wonderful. You are definitely... I'm missing a conversation here. Andromeda, you are 0 negative also, and we are seated 5th world. Yeah. Well, I'm concerned. Okay, what about the AB negative? Are they also a hybrid? Well, you're welcome, Chrissy. Yeah, I'm curious. Would you consider an AB negative also a hybrid? I'm trying to look at these pictures of the sky while talking to see if I can see anything in them. Oh, the teeny tiny sun makes all that light. I don't believe it. All negative RH are hybrid. Well, we don't want to see me. I didn't know that picture's in there. I apologize for that picture. Sorry, you what? Oh, you're not interrupting nothing. Find a uniform to ride. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, my yard doesn't look like this anymore because everything has died in my yard. I probably will be ending this video. I've had a nice time talking to everyone. All tribes, let me see. All tribal and hereditary clan are RH negative. We taught this with ex-chief people Patty Prasad and Project Ascension. Thank you, Karen. You know, I've also heard that, you know, it is quite possible for, if you are seated here or whatever, they could have hid your blood type from who knows, whatever. They could have hid your blood type from those people who would seek to hunt you down so they would not be able to get you. Spokane, Washington. You know, I have a very good friend that lives in Spokane, Washington, and her name is Patty Smith. Yeah, she's a wonderful woman. So that's nice that you live in the same city as she. It really is. I'm going click happy. I want to try to get out of this photo that I got all these pictures of the sky with. There, I got out of it. We're back to the moon. Let's put this on the big moon. Yeah. Yes, good night. Cassandra, you was watching your video while at your home in Cincinnati when you and your friend were on the bridge. Yeah, that was wonderful. Yeah. Yes, Fifth World. Well, I do have my passport. I've used it once to go to Cancun. I think I've got 9 years left to use it. I think they're good for 10 years. Yeah. You know, when we were in the military, we used to travel around a lot, and it was nice to be able to see how people from different walks of life lived and stuff, and just see the culture of the area in which we lived in. I loved it. I really did, and I think it helped me and my children and my husband to be able to accept people more who are different. Yeah, so it's really wonderful. It really is. Let me flip this around. Tribal RH positive as the 13 clan mother. You are AB positive. Patty was oops, RZ. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Karen, Patty Broussard. There is so many interesting things that she speaks about. I'm just, it blows my mind how she can have such knowledge, but it is also so fascinating. It really is. What both of you share with everyone. It's wonderful. The live stream is so peaceful. I'm so happy. There was something interesting in the last picture you had up. Please check it out. I don't know what that last picture was because I've clicked through all the pictures and I closed the folder because I know that there is a lag in the stream, but I don't know how much of a lag, and it'd be impossible for me to find that picture again. Yeah, I do feel the peace, which is wonderful. It's wonderful to feel peaceful energy. Thank you, John Stevenson. Nettie R. Barrow. Thank you. Thank you, Cassandra. Portugal. Jamie from Portugal. What did you say about the moon? Well, the moon doesn't look normal. This is not normal to see the moon with big line bars in it. We have this straight edge right here. You are a 7th and 8th generation Andromedan. That's very interesting. And I think a lot of us probably have a history that we're not aware of. Maybe some people couldn't handle the history that could be deep within them. Then maybe some can. But it is interesting. But anyway, our moon is not Andromeda native. I will try to, because this is so peaceful. It really is. It's just that my work right now, it's speeding up, and it's oh my gosh, it's wearing me out. So I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do it. Yeah, we could be reincarnated. There is, ancient Jews were found to be AB blood group. That's interesting. You take care too, Karen McDonald. I probably should get off of here. It is 11:32. I got myself all wound up. I'm going to have to stare at that fire if it hasn't went out. I'm sure I'll get to look at the embers of it, the leftover embers. of the fire. But yeah, this moon was not normal. Hello, Myra. Well, I want to get a good picture. Hello, Scooter. You glad you caught me live? It is a rarity to catch me live. Oh my gosh, you got snow there. Oh, that's freezing then. Yeah, I will enjoy it because it's only like, well, it's probably only 50 degrees or 45 outside. And ending, that's, yeah. Thank you, C.L. Sherman. Much love and light to you too. And thank every one of you on here because it literally has been a very, 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 very peaceful experience for me and a loving experience. I feel at peace within my spirit. I feel all calm, and that's wonderful. It really is. I don't feel any negative energy whatsoever, and that is that's something to say when you do a live video. And I do not feel drained, so that's something else to say. So yeah, thank you all, and I really hope and pray that I'm able to do this again because I really do want to. I enjoyed doing this live video with you all. I really have. So have a very good evening, have a very good morning, have a very good day, have a very good afternoon, and just thank you, thank you, thank you for this peaceful interaction. Well, I got to try to find, there it is right there. There was a message. What on earth happened? Did I disconnect myself? There was a message that was on there and I couldn't push my button because I couldn't see the X. And then I flipped it over and then I flipped it back here. I hope this video did not start over. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. I guess it didn't stop over or start over. That is wonderful because that'd be really bad. Yeah, a good night.